This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, beautiful nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast, episode 70. And as always, it's me, Jack, with Eric, Antonio, Dan, and Lenny.
Hey,
Tell him again, Lea.
that was smooth.
Thank you.
No, Kev, that was actually pretty good.
So this episode is going to be focusing on cartoons that were canceled too early or have gone, were gone too soon. Whether they've been canceled after one season or four, whatever the case may be. That's what we're gonna get into. But before that, let's talk about some news. Well, actually, let's start with. I want to start with this because I don't. It's not that it's not news, but it doesn't fit into
It's important.
It's important, but it doesn't fit into the lightning round because we're not gonna be like, yay or nay. It
Yay
doesn't,
or nay to
it
this.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
The guy who is very famous for being on which show?
What is Jeopardy?
He was very famous for that. He exactly, what is Jeopardy? He was the host of it. The show, and he passed away at the age of 80. How do you pronounce that?
Pancreatic
cancer.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell it. Nobody helped me. Sorry.
I assume that's the way
it's close enough. I don't think it is. I think it's I think there's an I somewhere, but I'm probably wrong. So either way, we got it.
It was important to mention because obviously he's very famous for being the host of the show. And
I know that there's like 4 more episodes that he recorded before.
Oh, before he passed away, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
So he was. I mean, because I was talking
about working
with my dad. And he did it for as long as he could because he loved what he did.
Yeah, he also has the remaining of this season is going to play until the end of the year because they filmed everything like a few months ago, so they still have a bunch of his stuff still coming out as the weeks go on. Just want you guys to know that as well. If that
fine. So yeah, I mean, just like I said, rest in peace for Alex Trebek. 80 years, long life, and some clear interest in his profession. Classy dude.
I would say he's a treasure.
National treasure.
I would say so.
I would agree with you. I mean, us as kids, we don't.
You all grew up like knowing about Jeopardy. I feel like he was a household name. So
yeah,
very.
Summers at my grandparents' house, we used to watch that before we would watch a movie, and I always remember that. Yeah,
I would watch it at there's one summer my mom was doing phlebotomy lessons to like learn how to draw blood.
Mm-hmm.
And we would stay over at my grandparents, but one week I had to stay over at like my great aunt's house because my grandparents, I think, were off on a cruise. So that's what we would watch when we were there. Watch a bunch of game shows.
I mean, the
big one.
The other thing would be like in school, sometimes we would have like these
makeshift like
school related Jeopardy. I remember there was like
Mr. Rocco did one for which book was it? Was it the book about the Little Rock Nine? I forgot what that book was called. But yeah, that one.
There was one where I think it was a class that I had with Jack that was just used for studying, like a game we played the day before the test or something like that. Yeah, very household name and everything. So let's just jump into the lightning round of the week.
We have quite lighthearted.
Quite a bit to get through. So, Eric, you want to take this?
Yes, sir. So Patrick Wilson, he played Aquaman's brother in Aquaman. He's been in a couple other things. The Conjuring.
Night Owl.
He was Night Owl. Yeah.
Watchmen.
Yeah, Watchmen. He is coming back to star and have his directorial debut in Insidious 5. Ty Simpkins, who also starred in the original 2, the
The
What is
little kid. The little kid.
One
in
in
the
chapter
poster.
2. Yeah, he was in Iron Man 3. He played Harley. So like spoilers. He was possessed in the first movie, but no, they saved him by the end of the first one, and the second one it just goes deeper into like
Oh.
Patrick Wilson's character, and then the 3 and 4 weren't about them at all. So it's weird to see how they came back. Like they're coming back in Insidious 5, which is like
Long time.
yeah, you know what I mean?
So yay or nay?
Oh, that's a yay for me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I
I say
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a nine.
I'll say a yay because I like both Patrick Wilson and Ty Simpkins. Yeah, and like the fact that we have another person, another actor doing their first time director, that's pretty cool.
It's always
That's
nice to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, we've had a couple of them.
You know what? Just for that, I'll give it a yay.
I hope Lee
When
Winnell's
you put it
coming
like
back.
that,
Lee Winnell's coming back to write. We're hoping.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I think he wrote the
Yeah.
first 2 and starred in them.
Patrick Wilson is in all of those. Annabelle, The Conjuring, The Insidious, all those.
Oh yeah, so
Uh,
he's definitely a perfect fit
Yeah.
for directing this.
Mhm.
Jack.
The Walking Dead cast Hillary Burton as Lucille, Negan's deceased wife, and the real life wife. Oh, that was a tongue twister.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm not laughing at
literally.
you. I'm laughing at like I didn't know that was his real life.
Yeah,
Terrible
Wife.
writing.
I
You just said wife in IRL or something like that.
No, he was
Yeah,
just
I just wanted to make it complicated. Of Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which I think they met on one of their other sets that they've been on together. I think it was like Grey's Anatomy or something
I was just
like
about
that.
to say.
Because that's
that.
nerds.
that's the show I think that they first got together.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I know her from One Tree Hill. That's all I know. Don't judge.
That's fine.
I'm actually kind of excited. I may have to watch,
Rewatch.
not rewatch, just watch what I missed from the past
Oh,
two
okay.
seasons of Negan. I want to see how they like made him character wise in the last couple of seasons that I missed.
So yay or nay for that?
This is a yay for me.
Yay.
I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Walking Dead, but cool to see her in the show.
Not a fan. Don't know who
Oh yeah,
she
I'm
is.
just yay for her. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see her in it.
Well, I'm just saying the Walking Dead in general.
I don't want to talk about The Walking Dead.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. So Loki, the series, has been renewed for a second season. And it's set to be started their production in 2022. Now we haven't had the first one as of this recording. We haven't had much of trailer, any footage.
We haven't actually got a trailer yet. I think we just have a concept.
We had brief footage of in the Disney Plus.
I'm gonna burn this place down. That's it. Like, what does that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but we didn't get any like standalone trailer. Like,
Oh no. So, but, you know,
it's definitely not as far along as Wanda or
Falcon.
Falcon and Soldier. Yeah.
So yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
show that I'm as excited for as WandaVision.
I too am excited.
Yeah.
Those are my two most anticipated shows
ex-
just because I
excited.
like that side of Marvel a lot more. I like the mythical and the gods and all that. So, and Loki is just, he's probably I don't know if he's my favorite or second favorite. It's up there with Wanda. So
He's up.
Mm.
All
that's
right,
pretty much it.
Eric.
Okay. I'm back, guys. Hi.
Hello.
So
It's me.
Johnny Depp was asked by Warner Brothers to exit Fantastic Beasts franchise. So he did. He told him okay, but lucky for him, he filmed like one scene, still getting his $10 million paycheck just for one scene because he was pay or play no matter what.
Yeah.
And apparently, how do you say his name?
Matt Mikkelsen.
Matt Mikkelsen is in talks to replace him
Matt.
as Grindelwald. I don't know how to feel about John, like the fact that they asked him to do this, but like,
Nay for him getting told to do this. Yay for him getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Do you know why they asked him to
Just because of the stuff with his
Yeah,
wife.
with
Or
yeah,
his ex-wife now.
because the courts in Europe favored in Amber Heard over Johnny Depp.
that's really strange.
weird.
I don't know how, because if you listen to the stuff, it
Yeah.
yikes.
It's weird how it's come up in the podcast
a lot.
many times, but
This is
it's
what, like the third
it's
or fourth
big.
time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's big because
I mean, I finally, I don't know if I've, since the last time we talked about it, if I like listened to anything, but I finally listened to the stuff, and it was like, I don't get how she was the one saying anything at first. She literally just admitted to punching him in the face and then calling him a bitch about it.
She's not a nice lady, guys. Don't let Aquaman fool you.
I don't get it.
No.
I really don't.
All right, moving on to something lighthearted. Lenny.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Lil Nas books a concert in Roblox in the vein of Fortnite.
Yay.
I mean,
Yay.
Yay for the
Yay.
concert, and more so for Lil Nas X. He's a fucking icon.
I say yay because it's in Roblox. Let's go.
Oh my god.
That's all I gotta say. What?
Y'all all have Roblox too. That's the funny part.
And it's
Well,
free.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
free.
I'm
Oh my
an instigator. So what?
God.
But also, like, it's funny. I'm not even
No.
gonna lie. This is
Just
mostly
imagine-
why I'm
imagine
excited
It's a
about it.
meme now, but it's a good
Yeah.
meme.
Imagine everyone at the concert wearing cowboy hats as he's
Oh
singing.
god, you can have that as
what's
a
it called?
character
Wait,
thing.
I got the horses in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait, can we get
Let's
Jay
talk
Soul there
about-
for the fucking the K-pop version?
Had him at it
Soul
back.
Town Road.
All I'm saying
Oh,
is
there you
if
go,
I
that's the name
get
of
there and I see
I mean,
people with
that's the thing.
3.0 skins, I'm gonna punch someone in the throat.
If he don't perform Panini,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
get
If y'all not wearing 2.0 skins, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Be warned. All right, Toads.
All right. Now to wrap up lightning round, we have Genshin Impact finally came out with its first major update, 1.1, which came out with new characters, and new story, and also new weekly events and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say that's a yay for me, only because I've already done all the story stuff.
I'm a hard yay because I'm a good ways to it, but I need to play the game again.
Also, I rolled the new 5-star right away, so
a
with free
Yay.
stuff.
yay over here. I'm getting characters again that he don't get, and it's great.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna.
We don't need
expand
to talk
on
about that.
I'll say yay.
We'll stop before Eric gets canceled here.
I'll say yay just because you guys are excited about it.
I'm
I'll
very
say
happy.
yay as well.
Don't worry, if you guys ever want to learn the game, I'm right here.
45 adventure rank over here. Don't forget it.
44.
Oh,
It's,
well, I was
it'll be
close,
45
no.
by 45 by the end of the week. I'm waiting to do my
Okay.
weekly before then, so
Jesus Christ.
All right,
it's all about
so
efficiency.
everyone said the thing. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's move on to straight up news.
Is this me?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So-
It's a different color, so I wasn't too sure if it was me or not.
Is it
Same
really?
color.
Less
It's-
brighter.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
I see it.
You mean dimmer?
That's why
I mean-
All right,
I
my
was
bad.
confused. Okay.
No.
Sorry about that. Disney removes Free Guy and Death on the Nile from their release date, and they are both to be
Determined.
determined. I thought it was that. I
Nah, you're
just
good.
wasn't too sure.
You're good.
I mean, that just goes to show that they probably just like want to do more, and they didn't realize that they, or did they change? Are there were these release dates that they set before or after quarantine? Or
It was December. They were both December, I believe.
no, but I'm saying, did they first talk about these release dates before quarantine happened or after? Like did they set those?
Before. Like, these were all already.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And
then yeah,
then-
well that's why then. So it makes sense why they'd be doing it, because they're probably getting closer and they're realizing, yeah, we're not gonna be able to do this. 'Cause
Well,
it's
I
only
think,
like a month or so away. So
yeah, I think Death on the Nile was part of Fox release date, so they like inherited that. But Free Guy might have been on the Disney slate. It might have got moved,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure. I just think this is a good time to try Premiere again.
Yeah.
I think Free Guy would probably be the best one to do it with.
Yeah.
And then the last big thing is Twitch cracking down on DMCA strikes.
Now explain
And
this to me,
so
'cause-
yeah, okay, so I've explained it a few times, but I think off here a few times.
Mhm.
So pretty much what's happening now is Twitch is cracking down on DMCA strikes, aka like copyright violations. So what they've done now is if any of your VODs have like, some sort of copyright material, they're giving you a strike. And once you get 3 strikes, your channel is banned. And there's also another occurrence that happened, but people have been deleting their VODs because they don't want to, that to happen to them,
deal with it.
because they don't want to get their livelihoods taken away.
Yeah.
And some people have already gotten like, I know there's one streamer that I like named Shenpai who said she already got like 2 strikes right away, right off the bat, and there's no way to remove them as of right now. So she just has those 2 strikes, and she has one more strike before her whole channel is banned and her source of income is taken away from her. So this is where it kind of gets into a weird spot, because if you can get these strikes like right now, like right away. If Twitch finds 3 things.
The other night when I was streaming, I noticed that they had DMCA people in my viewers. So they're taking this super seriously.
Well, the problem is that even though they're taking it seriously, Twitch's DMCA, like their software to find that is worse than the companies who want to get the strikes. Because
Oh,
the thing
really?
is, the reason why they're doing strikes and they're not just like giving companies the money, the revenue, because
Mhm.
how are you supposed to say, so if you play a song for 30 seconds, but a stream is like 6 hours long, why should the whole 6 hours be 6 hours of revenue that was created be given to the copyright holder? Because
True.
only 30 seconds of their material was played then. That
Yeah.
doesn't make
So
sense.
4, 6, you
So-
said 6 hours too. That's a very,
Yeah,
very
exactly.
small
Yep.
amount of time.
Exactly. That's the point. So right now they're doing strikes, but the companies who want this money, who don't really need it, are going around and doing as many strikes as possible because they can.
That's stupid.
And Twitch has not been good about like telling streamers about this. They literally kind of just like threw this on them, which is why I've been saying that even though Twitch is very bad at communicating with the creators and YouTube is the best and they're terrible at it, so it just goes to show how bad companies are with
Oh
like,
God, you're
helping their
right.
creators. It's really bad.
Uh,
And another big occurrence that occurred like a few days ago, I think. And me and Lenny were talking about it, and I think Eric, we talked about it too. But Project Melody, the VTuber streamer, she ended up getting banned because her model got copyright strike, even though
She
she's
owns
in
the
a,
model.
well, technically, yes, she does, but she's in a contract with the people who made it, and they wouldn't allow her to like pay it outright. She said, "Hey, like I have the money here, like I'll give you the money," and they said no, they want to be in a contract with her.
Well, no, it wasn't like that. They low key made a contract because she asked to like pay the person that was helping her with the model, updating a model, getting new models in, but he refused to pay. But then after a while, she then recognized the fact that she was forced into a deal with the company when she told them that she didn't want to be in any contract or working with the company. So what they did was that they copyright striked all of her videos so that she can get banned, and she kept it low for like a week, I think. And then after that week, she had to like tell everyone what was happening and how she's handling it. Trying to think what else happened.
In short,
don't-
she has her channel back now.
Yeah,
But the thing is, like, it's that easy to get banned that somebody can copyright if they have the right like materials. They can just copyright strike something, and if you get 3 strikes, you're out. And there's no way to get rid of those strikes. There's no way to counter those strikes. You just have them, and that's the big problem. Is that there's just not any like communication going on. And I've heard 2 sides of the story. One is that one streamer was saying, okay, if none of us take down our VODs, we can't all go down at once because then Twitch isn't going to have any streamers left.
It's
But the other
the,
thing,
like,
the other mentality is that Twitch is losing Amazon money every year. So why should they keep it going if it's just losing the money
losing money to them
to Amazon?
for what?
Just their gross profit at the end of the year. Their
Oh,
net
okay.
profit, their net income at the end of the year. It's negatives on their books. So, and that's why he's saying there's no reason to, like, work on it if it's just losing us money. Which also makes sense. And that's where a lot of problems are coming from, because Twitch, I don't think Twitch knows what it wants to do. They don't want to be, they don't want to fuck around with the law, but they also don't want to, like, flat out just say, hey, like, fuck you guys. And now we're in a weird spot where it's like, okay, what do you want us to do, Twitch? So yeah,
It's just weird. I don't. It's like
YouTube
there
also
has to
had
be a
this
way.
a while ago,
Yes.
and they got through it. But it's easier for YouTube because you can just say, okay, a 30-minute video or 10-minute video, whole revenue goes to whoever copyright striked it. But now it's weird because it's 6 hours of content and not just 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, it's really strange. I would like for that
Also,
to change.
sponsoring is very different on YouTube because you can just have some, like, companies are just willing to sponsor a video, and you just get, like, a paycheck just for that video. But if you get sponsored for a stream, it's like a contract thing. So, and if you can't stream anymore, then the contract's going to be void.
I mean, like, what way can they sort of fix this?
The only thing I can think of is going through legislation, like clearing up copyright laws, which obviously is a very drastic and extreme thing. But if Twitch wants to care about the creators, they can try
Definitely
to.
can. Yeah.
Amazon is the biggest company in the world. They definitely have some influence over American legislation. If we're being real,
Bezos.
Bezos, you are rich. Come on. Even though
Come
you
on, game
lost half your,
designer.
even though you lost some money to your divorce, like, you're still pretty rich. Like, come
That's
on.
literally like one bill taken out of whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. Pay
But,
for my
like-
college. Pay for my college while you're at it too. Actually,
But like, we don't want him to go broke because like the boys. That's all I'm saying.
he's never gonna go broke. Also, that's
I was
his
gonna
money,
say,
not
you say
Amazon's
that, but-
money. To two different
Hey.
entities.
Hey man.
And the other thing is just saying fuck you to their creators and just, pulling a mixer. Or they can just keep it how it is, and streamers will continue to get banned for more than 2 seconds of a song being played. Pretty sure it's that long now.
Is it 2 or is it 5?
I think it's 2 or 3. I don't think it's 5
okay.
because Ludwig was talking about it on one of his videos. He was saying, yeah, if I play like 3 seconds of Thunderstruck, that's all I can play until I get any more than that, and I'll get striked.
I see.
Wow.
Ludwig was saying that even if, like, the DMCA stuff does get better, streamers should just find like a royalty-free playlist because that's what he has.
That's
been
what I was
having.
about to say.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
actually know a good royalty-free playlist.
Yo, Mogul Moves. It's great. I love Mogul Moves.
I actually know another one by Alpha Gaming, if you know who he is.
No.
Yeah. I think so.
He does all those, like, helping Twitch streamers become popular and whatnot.
I know Devin Nash,
He's not
which is
Devin
like
Nash.
not that, but like he's like the business side of streaming.
Yeah. hmm
Yeah. I like Devin Nash. He talked to Arcadum one time.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I am hoping that it gets better. I am hoping that Amazon clears up stuff on their end, which will
No.
then in turn. I think the best thing for Amazon to do now is to be clear with what they want from their creators right now. Because the problem is that they're saying, okay, copyright, you get strike. But the strike system isn't good. They need to make it better. They need to make it so that people do not, like, just get their fucking whole thing banned forever because of 3 strikes.
It's a
and-
fixable thing.
Yeah, but the problem is that they need to fix it fast because people are already losing their channels.
Yeah.
So we can put a close on that one.
Yeah.
and
you
open
wanna
up
start the
with
topic?
yep, something else tragic. Cancelizations.
Oh, nice segue. You know what? That's really funny.
Do I get an inspiration die?
I can I start?
Please.
Like for
You
real?
want to do yours first? I was
yeah,
gonna say, do
'cause-
you want me to do mine first since we already talked about it on the podcast once?
Yeah, I mean we could, but well, I mean, look, a couple days ago, something sparked maybe a renewal, if you will, maybe
Of yours?
by the creator. Yeah.
Well, aren't you lucky?
So do okay. Do you
So,
want
like,
me to
why
go
are
at
we
the
even
end?
doing
then?
yours? What the hell?
We gotta do it fast before it
I
becomes
said
not
maybe,
canceled anymore.
alright?
We gotta do it fast before it's not canceled anymore. Go, Dan, go.
Facts. Go.
All right, so yeah, we mentioned up top, we're gonna be talking about canceled cartoon shows that we're going
And I
way
think
too
we're all
early.
gonna be in the vein of like a Thanksgiving sort of month. I think that's what we're gonna
Yes,
do.
yes.
So,
I mean, it's very
Nerd
coincidental
giving.
that everything's like this, but yes.
Well,
Um,
no, because I made
I'm
sure it was
saying,
like
no, I'm saying that it, like that it's
oh,
sparking
yours.
interest and it's topical.
Oh, I
at the
thought you
moment.
meant the
No, not
Thanksgiving
the
stuff. I was
Thanksgiving.
like,
We
I
talked
did that
about
on
that already.
purpose, Dan.
Right. So we're also gonna be talking about like potential seasons after that or episodes planned after
Yeah,
its
what we
cancellation.
would have wanted to see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's been confirmed what was gonna happen, or maybe like I guess theories if you
If
this
nothing
is
was
not
confirmed,
information.
what we
Yeah.
wanted to see.
So I chose Spectacular Spider-Man, the series that ran for 2 seasons. For I
Not Drake Bell.
believe
So everybody
no,
knows.
not with Drake Bell. 'Cause I have to make that clear because every time I mention this on the podcast, everyone's like, "Oh, you mean the Drake Bell?" No, I don't mean the Drake Bell.
We'll
So
say
this,
the Drake Bell one.
no, so this started in March of 2008. My bad. And the final episode aired November in 2009.
What's it?
So it's very very short amount of life that it had. But the series itself was very impactful and it ran with a lot of traditional Spider-Man stories, but sort of combined them and updated them. Right. So as a kid, I didn't see this like this series when it aired because I don't think I was aware of it. So only Spider-Man show I was aware of was maybe the '90s one that I saw with Carlos a couple times when it like aired at night. Um, and the other one that Carlos likes, the 3D animated one, but not this one. It was only like after its cancellation, and I didn't know it was canceled at the time. But I found it and I watched it, and I realized at the end that it like, had a big cliffhanger, and I was really sad. So like at the beginning, like I'll just recap it really really fast. Basically at the beginning, like it's like how any ordinary Spider-Man story goes with his origin. And
Oh no, Uncle Ben! I'll go get bit by a spider. Oh no!
it's very similar to the Raimi trilogy origin. So it carries a lot of influences from that. It's a lot of visually a lot of the visuals carry from that, like the train sequence and like one of the swinging sequences. They're very like I was gonna say copy paste, but it's more like a tribute to it. So it's very standard Spider-Man origin, and it's more of his teenage years sort of fitting in. And we get a bunch of villains, and there's some villains that change. It's where like maybe they were one note in the comics. They're very powerful and different in the series. Like Tombstone. Do you guys remember Tombstone from Spider-Verse? The like
No.
Yes, he's white.
I say
He's literally pale.
I
and
say
his
that
head is square.
yeah, I say that, and your reaction is exactly what I was kind of like expecting because he's really not in it for that long. He's one of Kingpin's henchmen,
Ah.
but his skin is very durable. Um, and he appeared as a crime lord in the show, which is like different from what you saw in Spider-Verse, where he's just like a little henchman. So there's obviously like some like crime lord stuff happening in the show with that. Um, and you kind of see the origins of like the Sinister Six, where Doc Ock is like very like kicked around by Norman Osborn, like kind of like the Spider-Man PS4 game. Norman is very very full of himself, kind of like the Norman from the movie. But I mean, this time around, you also get Gwen Stacy, and you also get I should post
Oh yeah,
pictures.
I remember him now.
Yeah,
He kind of looks like a zombie almost.
yeah, with like a what kind of hairstyle is that?
He's a
Um,
vampire? I was thinking vampire.
I was thinking like I don't know, like a monster from the fucking
Frankenstein?
the hotel.
Hot-
No, the hotel
Hotel
Transylvania.
Transylvania.
Yeah.
I get
But yeah, right. So
you.
what was I saying? It's something to do with the show. Oh, that was about the origin of the Sinister Six and all that. So I was watching a YouTube video essay. And it's talking about how this is the best Spider-Man series that is forgotten. Because like I said, no one knows about the show in the Discord. But the fact that the show kind of makes the stories, it takes the stories from both the 60s and the more modern, and it blends them together in a more creative way. And I really like that about the show, and it really like goes into the character of Peter Parker more than it does Spider-Man. Like there's action, yes, but it's more of what it does to Peter's life. And it's probably the best interpretation of that. And I'm including the movies and the Spider-Man PS4 game, which I hold dear to my heart. And what other thing? The Oh yeah, the theme song's really good, like really catchy. Oh, and I wanted to bring up the fact that Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane are in it. It's not just one or the other, because they both coexist. Except that Gwen has changed slightly, where she's smart, and it's kind of like before Gwen Spider Gwen was invented. She was changed a lot from her first appearance. Um, oh yeah, Venom was introduced in like a perfect way. Um, Also, there was a sort of Venom arc where like apparently they go like the way it was aired. There's arcs of like each villain,
Oh,
kind
that's
of like
cool.
his story. Yeah, his their story evolving. So it's not just the Peter Parker story. It's also stories about the villains, and I like that how it because a lot of great Spider-Man stories do that. But the Venom, the symbiote in particular, I really, really like that arc because you can see how much Peter has changed, and that's what the Spider-Man 3 should have been like that instead of like bully Maguire. It should have been
Hmm.
more like the way they did it in the show. Um, because he changes, but like Flash at the beginning, he's bullying him, but when he gets the symbiote, um, I think they're at a hospital and he brings flowers to a friend or something like that,
Mhm.
and Peter kind of nudges him, and he's like, "Dude, I don't know what your problem is. Like, I'm just here to be with you," or something like that. And you can see the way Flash evolved from being this bully to being like this friend of Peter with a good heart. And the fact that Peter has changed so much since he got the symbiote kind of reflects uh, how good how they counter even at the beginning and at where they're at right now with the symbiote. So and I really like that about the show, how it like goes into the character, not the alter ego, if you will. Like all that is good, I'll say. And at the very end had like a very sort of reveal, I guess, like a twist ending reveal with the Green Goblin, because you think it's Harry, you think it's Norman, but at the end, Norman dies, and I'll spoil it because I already said
Yeah,
it, but yeah,
it's an
Norman
old
dies in an
show.
explosion. Yeah, it's about 10 years. Yeah. So Norman dies in an explosion. Peter goes home, and at the very end, you see Norman with dyed blonde hair in an airport, and it ends. Like the cliffhanger is there, and that's where season 3 and 4 and so on was going to pick up. Now the plan for the remaining storylines, the Lizard, his alter ego, the scientist, Kurt Connors, would go to Florida where he would have his adventure there, trying to cure a villain. There was also a planned DVD movie that they were gonna release set between season 2 and 3, where Peter would go to Florida. What else? Oh, Scorpion, Hydro Man, Hobgoblin were also confirmed to be main players in season 3, as well as Carnage and Mr. Negative, which we saw in the video game. So initially there was supposed to be 65 episodes planned along with the movie, and it was gonna go into Peter's college life, and it was gonna go into his marriage. So it was planned for a long run, but it got canceled due to Sony and Marvel, because at that point, I believe, it wasn't when Disney bought Marvel, and it was before that. Though the rights went back to Marvel for the TV rights, I'm not sure exactly how, but there was some like weird legal disputes. And then Disney started their own Marvel series after they acquired the rights, which is the Drake Bell one, which is not a terrible show. It's just, to me, Spectacular is way better. The animation's really good too. You were saying, Eric?
No, it's just weird that after that, I think they went into the Drake Bell series, right?
Yeah, well, not directly after. I think Drake Bell came out.
Well,
like
he was in
2012.
like 3 different series though, just after that. Like it wasn't just Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh no,
'Cause
yeah, he was in the show.
Yeah, he was in Mine, and then he was in Avengers Assemble too,
Yeah,
which made me think that they were probably going to do that with Spectacular Spider-Man. They were probably going to bring the
I don't
Avengers in
think
there
so.
somewhat.
Well, maybe the event. No, they couldn't because this was Sony owned.
What's it called? Was
Spectacular, yeah, they produced this.
what channel was it on? Fox?
No, I think when we looked it up, we
CW Kids
discovered
or
it was,
something? No, not
yeah,
that.
it was that. It was CW Kids. I
No,
don't
the
know
CW,
why.
whatever.
Yeah, it's WB Kids. That's what it is.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
CW.
God, that was a
Which
long
weird,
time ago.
but yeah.
Too
I
many
mean,
W's.
don't you guys remember we talked about the Amazon acquiring rights to Spider-Man TV shows
Yeah.
maybe 2 months ago?
hmm
So along with that, there was a tweet that the series creator, I believe, or no, is that the creator or the writer? Oh, creator. Okay, so I'll share the tweet. So I mean, the literally it's just some guy saying, "Pray every night to the good Lord above that this show gets finished and that you can come back to write it." And he asks the creator, and the creator just,
Didn't I send that to you?
I think so, yeah, and which is why I heard of it, because I didn't know. Of it.
Yeah, okay, on Instagram. This was before we decided on the what's it called, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's weird. That's
I was-
weird.
I'm doing this one. I'm doing this one. And the guy
Okay.
replies with a smiley face. So I'm
That's
not
funny.
saying there's no definitive answers to it being renewed or returning for any reason, but there is a chance that it could return to, at the very least, wrap up the series, the cliffhanger that it went left off on, much like, I guess you could say, with Clone Wars. Maybe they just do one season, that's it. But like I said, the fact that Amazon has acquired some rights for Spider-Man TV shows could lead to a Spectacular Spider-Man season 3 on Amazon.
Yay,
I would
Amazon.
Do you
It's
think
Again-
turning into an Amazon episode, and I don't like it.
I'm not gonna put it in the thumbnail.
I'm trying to think now. Do you think that maybe in the new Spider-Verse we're gonna get like
Oh, see, that was the other thing.
different cartoon
Yeah.
Spider-Man? Maybe Drake Bell comes in, the guy who
Yeah, maybe Drake Bell comes in and is like, "Hey, I've done this before."
PS4 Spider-Man.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that'd be really
Here's
cool.
the thing. I also thought about that. Maybe that's why he's smiling, or like maybe that's why he.
Yeah,
he
that's
tweeted
the other
that.
thing that came to my mind.
But the fact that they have many places to put him in, and many
Yeah.
doors open. I feel like that is a good sign for the series, maybe possibly returning.
Why not?
Just so you know, yeah, he was I believe he did I don't know if he was a writer. I think he was a writer for Young Justice. So that came back.
Yes.
That came back.
Young Justice, Star Wars Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels, yep.
He was the creator of Gargoyles, Lenny.
Oh my god.
Yes.
But like Young Justice came back. Who's to say this won't,
That's true.
And this would be
I left for a lot
long
of pitching, and it's not that good though.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
here's
sorry.
here's hoping that this will be good. Because I will watch this over and over again. And I really recommend you guys watch this.
Sorry, Eric, but you know it's true.
I have discrepancies, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. But,
I do too, but we've picked at it so much already.
and I will continue until they
will too.
stop adding characters. Until they stop adding characters for a season.
Oh my god! All right.
So, any avid Spider-Man fan who has not discovered this show, I highly recommend. Even though, like I said, it was sad to see that it had left on a cliffhanger. Even though I just spoiled it too, I also think this is just a really good show in general. But yeah, those are my 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Here's hoping.
Here's to hoping.
All right. Oh yeah, popcorn. All right. Who do I want to popcorn? All right. I'm gonna let my senses decide.
God, don't eeny meeny miny mo it like Lena.
All right, you left it on Eric.
Damn it!
That's
God,
actually really funny. You shouldn't
Yeah.
open your mouth.
I know, right? No, I mean, I guess this is a good point, though. Honestly, I guess this is like technically
I don't know why, but
chronological order.
I guess so.
It's nerve wracking.
I guess. So the reason why his show got canceled is cause they cast Drake Bell, you know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. So for my show, I chose
You know what? This is a good
Avengers,
feeling, actually.
The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and it was from 2010 to 2012. So let me read you a quick synopsis from this. I hate that word.
How long?
All
I
right.
love that word. What do you mean?
How
I don't
long?
know.
2 years?
Yeah, 2, I believe.
Damn.
That's
That's a
even
fantastic
that's
run.
it's nuts, dude. So after 74 villains break out of prison, Marvel's most powerful superheroes team up to capture all of them and also to defend the Earth from widespread threats. So this series starts off with they don't start off as the Avengers. It literally
Oh.
gives everyone an episode.
Yes. It
And
starts off with Iron Man, I think, right?
yeah, and then it introduces them as going towards the threat, like the prison break. So it starts off with Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America, and Ant-Man. So Captain America isn't in like the first like 10 episodes because he is frozen in ice. You know the story, how the story goes.
That classic story.
You know, died for some coup. No, he didn't die for no coup in this one. He did not die in this one.
God
He,
damn.
I think he's like he's fighting Red Skull, and he's like Red Skull sends out a rocket ship. It's not a plane this time.
Oh yeah. It
Yeah,
shoots out
and
the
then he
rocket ship.
freezes. Yeah, Bucky
Bucky's there.
falls off the rocket ship, and then he falls off too, which is weird how that
Also,
happens.
Bucky's the comic version where he's just a little kid in war.
And you know who voices him? Robin from Teen Titans. So
What?
yeah, so when I watch it, I'm sitting there like, this is Robin. This is
Oh, it's a
Robin.
little kid. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So and then
let's feel
someone else voices him as Winter Soldier, which is really cool. Like it's a good show. So
They also, I feel like they capture. If we're talking about voices, they also capture like a version of Robert Downey Jr. like,
but it's
very
like
close.
before, like this is before MCU though, before they had that whole what Avengers came
You
out in
sure?
2012. Yeah,
I'm okay. I'm talking about the casting of Robert Downey Jr., which is 2008.
yeah. I mean, they try to lean towards that way of him being real cocky, but he takes responsibility a lot more in this compared to like.
Oh no, yeah, I'm just talking about the voice.
Yeah. I mean,
Very
kinda.
I say it's
So
very similar.
I forget what the prisons are called. Do you
Um,
know what the prisons are called? It's the Cube.
like the Raft.
The Raft.
There's
Jesus
one.
Christ.
There's one in New York. I think there's one shrunken down by Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah.
Oh, is it the Negative Zone or something?
Yeah. Well, I think the Negative Zone was after they broke out. So there was
Okay.
4 prisons, and all simultaneously across every prison, stuff shuts down, and all the villains like get out. So they, the main villain is Gravitron, and they all come together to defeat Gravitron. And this is like 8 episodes
Gravitron.
into the series. So you have your like
Yo, actually he's like the most powerful guy, and they need everyone.
Yeah. So you have like your story of to why they get together and what they have to do, and for this, Cap wasn't in this first one battle. So it goes on as introducing characters. So they introduce Black Panther. He becomes an Avenger later
Ooh.
on.
Oh my god, that version of Black Panther is so
Yeah.
awesome.
So I hate saying spoilers, but I'm gonna say it. So in this one, M'Baku actually kills Black Panther's father, and he runs the country for a little. I don't want to know. I don't know how long exactly, but it's a little bit until T'Challa comes back and actually defeats him, and he becomes king. They pick up along the way him. Hawkeye's a traitor in this one because Black Widow set him up to be the traitor, but it's actually Black Widow. We learn to find out she is a double agent the whole time. Nick Fury had her set up. So
Oh my god, I just realized there's also Skrulls in this too.
Yeah, it's the Skrull Kree Wars in this. Captain Marvel gets introduced, but as Carol Danvers.
And I think she's Miss Marvel?
Yeah. She's not Captain Marvel. She takes Captain Marvel from the original Captain Marvel, which is like his real name. And then I think later on in the seasons, Hank Pym dies. He don't believe in the cause anymore, what they're doing. So he dies in there. Comes back the next season as Yellow Jacket.
I don't remember him dying. Like
he didn't die, but he died. Like they killed him off.
Oh
no, he died as Ant-Man. Came back as Yellow Jacket. No one believed him. They try to find out. I think what's her Wasp tries to find out.
Dude. Also Wasp.
Yeah,
it's really good in this.
She's real emotional character. Like she's the heart of the team.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. But she finds out he's still alive. He's Yellow Jacket, so he joins the Avengers as Yellow Jacket. But he's much more brutal. He's like, we need to stop them at any cost, no matter what. He don't have that like Ant-Man mentality, yeah. And then they face, so in this one, they actually go with the comic ones. They face Ultron. Ultron is created by Hank Pym and Tony Stark.
Yes.
And what they said, Reed Richards, I think.
He influences, yeah.
Yeah, he goes evil, creates Vision as his henchman. They release Vision from his
prison.
Yeah, I guess he becomes part of the Avengers. So it's literally they set up like they knew what they wanted to do. They set it up real good. And then they were like, we're gonna cancel this show, and we're gonna do a MCU based like show. That's where Avengers Assemble comes in. They wanted it
really bad animation.
I mean,
I don't like the animation style.
They're also, not as like
they're not interesting.
Yeah, they like everything about them. You've seen the MCU. They don't have like originality. I will say the voice scene though on them is great because
Say on some of them.
I mean the dude that voices Tony is great. He was
He's an
Gavatron in
Agents of
Agents of
S.H.I.E.L.D..
Shield, yeah,
Yeah.
and he was in
I still
Heroes.
prefer Earth's
Adrian
Mightiest Heroes.
Pazdar.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was Nathan Petrelli in Heroes,
All
which
I
is
care
one of
about
my
is
favorite
Travis
shows.
Willingham and Laura Bailey.
Which I got good casting in those roles,
Yeah. Always.
but just really weird animation, just really not interesting storylines. Also, I don't know if you remember, Eric, in Earth and Avengers Assemble, there was a scene which is a flashback of their previous adventure, and they used Earth's Mightiest Heroes like design.
Mm-mm, I
I,
don't remember. I gotta rewatch it.
do you know why? Do you know why it was like canceled and replaced with the other one? Because it's not with. It couldn't have been the Disney buyout because
Well, they wanted to lean towards the MCU. They said they liked the way the MCU was presenting themselves, and they can do it
that's
that
true.
way.
Well, I was gonna say because the Earth's Mightiest Heroes is on Disney Plus. Disney Plus. Disney. It is on Disney
Yeah,
Plus, but it's
yeah,
on
it
with
is.
XD.
Yeah, but like, it's just weird that it happened that way. And Spider-Man was in this. Drake Bell was in it. 3 episodes. He's in Spider-Man, and then he did Ultimate Spider-Man.
It's probably like a backdoor pilot to that character going
I
on.
believe so, but it's weird because when he was in this one, and then he voices him in Avengers Assemble. So
Like I said, they're
I
connected.
to an extent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like not all, because exactly, because not all their adventures would have been.
Yeah, because Falcon is in Avengers Assemble.
Yes.
And
Black
that's
Panther's not in Avengers Assemble until much later.
And Cap dies in Avengers Assemble, and then that's how they become Avengers in that, or they come back as Avengers. I mean, in that, which is like, I mean, I guess, but we had a Skrull Kree war in this one, so
That
it
was
was
so
like
much fun.
it was really accurate. They replaced Captain
Oh
America.
my god, dude. That sequence was
And he was-
probably
he-
my favorite too.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I'm looking at the show, and the main reason I want to watch it is because of Wasp.
I mean,
Because of what?
Wasp.
She's great.
Oh,
She's great. And they have a scroll in here, or was it which one's the scroll? The ugly ones? They're both ugly. So they have a scroll in here that is a super scroll, because they could take the powers, but he has like all the Fantastic Four powers, and he's fighting against the Avengers, which is really cool scene. I liked it because I'm like, oh look, comic book accuracy. It was great. Cap's the leader in this one also, but I'm gonna get into the third season that was planned. So the creator, what's his name? Christopher Yost, something like that. Yost. He started releasing like a story for each episode for the third season that he already planned. He had the whole 23 episodes for it. And it's crazy to think like he had it all planned out already.
This makes me sad because I know what you're
Yeah.
going to talk about.
Like, it's crazy. So he said the main focus for this next season was going to be magic and mutants. So that means we're going to get like the X-Men, Magneto, his kids, who knows what they could have been. And
Correct me
then,
if I'm wrong. Wolverine appeared, right? And he was an honorary Avenger?
Who?
Wolverine?
Yeah, him, the Thing, Spider-Man, Luke Cage, and I think Iron Fist, if I'm not mistaken. But they were like, we're not getting paid, so like, does this give us free stuff? When they got their Avengers card, and they were like all honorary Avengers. So it's really cool because they can call on them whenever. Spider-Man was just honorary. I think it was like his second time working the Avengers, but they actually gave him a card. He was like, yeah, I'll join, but he didn't live in the Avengers mansion like everyone did. Baron Zemo was didn't they do Thunderbolts, or am I tripping?
I think so.
It
That
wasn't
sounds
Assemble,
familiar.
right?
They probably
I
didn't assemble.
I don't know, but they did like a better job of Thunderbolts here.
Yeah, Red Hulk's in it.
Yeah, okay. See, they did the Thunderbolts way better. They were gonna have a lot of stuff. They were gonna have Ragnarok, um, Vision and Scarlet Witch. Sorry, Vision and
okay.
Scarlet Witch were gonna have a relationship. Like they were gonna start
Yeah.
to put those seeds in there. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you neglected to mention the when Ant-Man. This is not part of the season 3 we're talking about, but Ant-Man passed down the mantle to what's his face, Scott Lang.
Oh, Scott Lang, he did. It was
He had
Hank
his own
Pym. Yeah, I forgot
That
about
was a
that.
great
That's why
episode too.
it was. It was like they
We should
actually
rewatch.
knew. I started to. That's the funny part. Like a couple weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put this on.
I mean, you're lucky yours is on Disney Plus. Mine's still up in the air somewhere. So yeah, go ahead.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I just found the next thing I need to watch.
Well, you gotta finish Lovecraft Country. So
Well, it's
I
not
don't-
even that. I'm looking at an Avengers shows that I just found something that's hilarious to me.
Okay.
Talk
They
about
were
it
gonna
later.
they were gonna fight Thanos in Infinity War like that. They were gonna do World War Hulk.
I think they did. Oh no, that was in.
That was Assemble.
That's. I hate that shit.
You see what I'm saying? Like it
I'm
was-
really mad. What the fuck?
There was a
Oh.
lot going on in this show that they could have just kept going with, but they wanted to revamp and set it up with MCU stuff like that. But as far as I know, this show's not getting renewed anytime soon, especially
Sadly.
with Disney Plus stuff going on and what's that What If series? The What If series.
Oh yeah, that has to
Yeah.
happen still.
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting about that. I'm not gonna lie.
So it's just, up in the air.
I can send a picture, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I forgot to. That
Honestly, I
was-
might start watching this after Lovecraft though.
This is one of my favorite Avengers, like cartoon related. Because
yeah,
there's
There's like
movies
3.
before this.
Yeah,
Um,
Ultimate Avengers. That was really good with their kids. I liked
The
it.
kid one was cool, but the movie before that, the movies before that, I'm not a big fan of.
Which one is
But I forget. It was the Ultimate Avengers 1 and 2. They just weirdly.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I like those. Those were actually
Kid
pretty
one,
good.
yeah, I didn't like the animation, but the kid one is pretty cool. Where like they have to like, I think Iron Man's the only remaining one, and they have to defeat Ultron.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But this is relating to Avengers like cartoons. This is very definitively one of the good ones. I think a lot of people really like. But yeah, anything else you want to add, Eric? Or you ready to popcorn?
No, I'm ready to popcorn. I'm just sad that we couldn't do more. You know what I mean? Disney had to be a conglomerate and take everything away from me.
Yeah, what's new?
I mean, Star Wars.
We don't want to.
Don't talk too soon. Don't talk too soon.
All right, I'm gonna popcorn to Jack.
How did I know? The thing that I'm doing is the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Also known as Flapjack. Trademark? No. Right. So this aired on Cartoon Network
Yeah,
for how long?
for 3 seasons, I think.
Damn.
2 or 3.
Now, oh, it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Now, why? Actually, tell me a little bit about the series. I forget.
Yeah. It's about Captain Knuckles, Bubby, and Flapjack. Flapjack's basically an orphan who finds a mother and father figure through Captain Knuckles and Bubby. Bubby is a giant blue whale that he lives inside of her mouth, and Captain Knuckles is a captain who is helping Flapjack go to Candy Island because they both like
I was gonna say probably the more land side of parenting because she's
yeah.
can't go on land.
So this is what it says. A young boy who grew up inside a talking whale set sail for a magical candied island, accompanied by Captain Knuckles, a crusty old pirate.
Now is
Uh,
Knuckles a human?
Kinda.
If you don't
hard-
know, you don't have to answer because I.
It's hard to explain because this
lower-
whole show was very weird.
Yeah, the lower part of his body's, like,
Wooden.
yeah, well, I was gonna say it's skin tone, but like it kind of like goes like a how do you call it? I'm gonna go on. I have to go on Photoshop to gradient.
Gradient.
It's like a gradient that goes from like a skin tone to blue.
Yeah.
I'll send the picture that I know what the image is, but go with it.
And they
yeah,
go.
so he has wooden legs and wooden fingers too.
Yeah. And they also go to a candy parlor, which is, quote unquote, like a bar in a sense, because that's just how it is in this
Censorship.
They're
censorship.
sailors, get it?
Yeah, they're sailors, and they dream of, and most of the time, sometimes when they go in, they get like sugar highs, which is equivalent to being drunk. And yeah,
Oh shit.
Ignore me.
Yeah.
What-
that's fine.
what I found out through the people in this episode is that Flapjack never quite got to Candy Island, but he manages to get like his spit across and slurps up his spit that touch Candy Island. So in a sense, he's fulfilled his dream, almost, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he fulfilled his destiny.
Yeah. And yeah, every now and again, they will do like very close-ups of Flapjack and Captain Knuckles, and you can see how real they look when they do close-ups, which
Oh,
is
you mean
kind of weird.
memes?
No.
Not
In like the
me.
show, they would like do like extreme close-ups where they're like.
Oh, I think I meant every now and then in our time right now.
No, no,
Okay,
they
you mean
would
throughout
do.
the series? Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
that's okay.
I watched some newer SpongeBob episodes, and I feel like was reminded of that because I do that too.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
but this has a different art style.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
like, it's like
Oh yeah. It is very. It does the same thing where they
Yeah.
do close-ups. I'm just saying these are much creepier.
no.
I
like,
can't
those ones are
believe-
pretty disgusting too.
yeah.
The newer
yeah.
ones.
I can't believe that SpongeBob is still going on. Sorry
Can
for
we-
off being
No,
off
actually, speaking of
talking.
SpongeBob, Knuckles, the same voice actor who voices
Mr. Krabs?
no, the piratey ghost dude. Forgot his name.
Oh, Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
Flying Dutchman.
What did you
Oh,
say? Wait, what did
yeah.
you say, Lenny?
I was gonna say Davy Jones, but I'm like,
Oh.
nope, that's the Walker.
Davy Jones's locker.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can
Same
like
difference.
as soon as you hear you start to hear, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
Apparently he's played quite a number of pirates in like live action.
I can
Okay.
see it.
I don't know what
Well,
else.
what was the reason for the cancellation?
Tomorrow not fitting in the Cartoon Network's new
Okay,
2010 demographic.
That's what I thought because I remember.
Yeah, because then Gumball continues without Ben, and Uncle Grandpa is canceled due to negative receptions. And then also the Looney Tunes show was canceled to focus on other WBA shows on
Wait,
and
the Baby Looney Tunes or the Looney Tunes show?
the Looney Tunes show.
Oh, I kind of like that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird enough that I feel like it's like Adventure Time.
Yeah. It was Adventure Time before Adventure Time,
Oh,
in a sense.
I mean, knowing how weird the show is and everything, as a kid, did it like freak you out?
No,
or anything?
I always found it very cool. I always liked.
Oh, so your
Um,
parents weren't like, "Oh no, you don't watch this."
No,
How old were you when the show came out?
I was probably like. So it came out in 2008.
Okay, makes sense. Never mind.
So I was 9 when it came out.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, okay, it makes sense. I was 12, so like,
You're only 3 years older than me.
I know, but that's a gap right there on shows.
What?
What?
Whoa. Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna mention Regular Show just briefly, but like J.G. Quintel, the creator of Regular Show, and the HBO series Close Enough, was a writer on Flapjack.
Cool.
Damn, he also voiced Mordecai in Regular Show and the main character in Close Enough. And also, I brought it up, but I realized that also Patty wanted to bring that up. So I guess we'll mention it very quickly, or do you want to do it at the end?
Mention what?
Regular
show.
Oh, we can do that now.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
Patty wanted to do this, and I don't know if it got canceled, but like reading into it, it was more like, I guess Cartoon Network was also evolving at the time, and the creator was like, "Oh yeah, this is a perfect way to end it." At that point, we wanted to move on and do other things, and it was a cancellation, yes, but at the same time, it was like it came to a good conclusion. Like that's how it was written. So it ended very sort of, I guess, bittersweet because of the ending. If you've seen the ending,
I have not.
it's really emotional. Ah, damn.
I know it is by what people have said.
It's also a good series.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of the shows that we used to watch started on Cartoon Network, started in like either 2008 and 2009.
I mean, it was
Like-
the era where we like were.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say teenagers because that's not accurate. It's more like we were growing up,
Preteens.
preteens. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
reaching that level where we are. I guess Cartoon Network piqued more of our interest.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like the I really loved the Garfield show as well, and that had 5 seasons. It got
No offense, but why did Garfield continue, but not other shows? I like Garfield too, but like, it's really strange.
Money, Dan, money.
But it doesn't fit their demographic. Does it?
Garfield
Yeah,
has
but,
a
like,
movie.
Garfield fits any demographic. What do you mean?
Garfield was
He
in
hates lasagna and loves Monday. What do you mean?
That's lit.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Sorry.
like he-
Cat after
like
my
he
own
said it
heart.
backwards too.
I know. I did
God.
it on purpose.
This
The amazing-
generation would have never survived Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Facts,
No,
though.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
love that
gosh.
bitch.
I
Oh.
forget about the I didn't realize the Amazing World of Gumball started in 2011 as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
those voice actors, you would think they grew up with the show, but I think they changed due to them being like the age that they are.
Yeah.
That ran for quite a while, and I also should get back to seeing that because that's really good.
Yeah.
I like that show because half the time it parodies other shows or movies.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think it's mostly just other parodies.
Jeez.
Also, the
Oh,
art
interesting.
style for that is really cool.
We love parodies.
We love parodies.
Kids also probably would never be able to watch the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That wasn't that bad, but yeah.
That wasn't
Nah.
bad.
No,
But it
Courage
was-
was a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I get that. But the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy were kind of the same.
I mean, I don't
It's a
want to
weird
take
lore.
it there, but this generation wouldn't have survived Johnny Bravo either.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh
He
my
would've
god,
got
that's my
canceled.
dude right there.
No,
That's an
that
episode he would have got canceled.
I said that would have catching in a heartbeat.
he would have fixed his hair, opened his mouth, said one word, and it's like, all right, we gotta get him off the air.
He
It's
had
like, all right, get
4
out here.
seasons, my guy. He had 4 seasons, and you know how they had that split episode process back then, or it'd be half of one episode and then like half of another. So like technically, this
Twice as
man
much.
had Yeah, you know what I
With
mean?
8 seasons.
Oh my god, that's extreme.
Technically, and the way he was hitting on girls and just like, no means yes, baby. Like,
All right,
Jesus
Johnny.
Christ, that show.
slow down, man. Don't do that.
We can't have
Wait,
that.
I don't even know if that's on any streaming. I feel like it is, but I don't know on what.
I do too, but I don't know. HBO?
I don't know where to look
I
for
would say
it.
HBO,
I
but I'm
can
like
see it.
maybe they're like, oh, we'll save this for maybe some other time. Well, let's not do it right now. Jack, anything you wanna say
No,
about the rest? No.
there's not much. I think we've gone over most of it because it was.
Oh, did you
since it-
didn't say did it have any sort of if it continued, is there anything you could find of like maybe what was to come, or maybe something you would have liked to have seen in case you
I
can't-
would have liked them to have done like a few more episodes of where they actually get to Candy Island and frolic around all of the candy stuff.
You know, I feel like this could have easily made like a straight to I was gonna say streaming, straight to like TV movie kind of thing.
Yeah,
If it hasn't already. Like maybe the series ends and they has one last hurrah at like Candy Island and the effects of that or something. That'd been really cool.
yeah.
Because it feels fitting. I mean, I don't know why. Just looking at the animation, it feels like it could be fitting for a movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will popcorn to Tones.
Oh fuck. All right.
I really got-
So,
I'm changing up now. I'm not always picking Lenny.
so
See?
I thought you were
Oh.
gonna pick Lenny.
I know that's why I tricked you,
Hey.
Jack, you had 2 choices.
but I still tricked you.
All right. So, as I was referring to at the beginning of the episode, I was gonna choose Symbionic Titan, and then I realized I've only actually watched like 5 episodes of it, and I was more just sad that like that got canceled. So instead,
Oh god. Anime.
I'm I want to talk about Devil's a
That's what
Part Timer.
that meant. That's what that-
We're talking about Devil's a Part Timer, and how much I love that show, and how it should have got more than 1 season.
Explain.
Devil's a Part Timer.
you
So
see
you,
pictures of
okay, so I've
characters.
explained to you guys what an isekai is, right?
No.
No. You have, but I
Isekai-
forget.
In short, it's being reincarnated into another world. Usually, it's somebody getting reincarnated into a fantasy world. This though came out before the whole craze. Instead of a random guy being reincarnated into a fantasy world, it's the demon lord being reincarnated into our world. More specifically, into like the middle of like a city in Japan. And
Oh, that okay. All right. I just saw a picture of it. The whole title makes a lot of sense.
yes. So I'll explain why it's called Devil's a Part Timer. In short, the devil gets a job at McDonald's.
Macron.
It's called McDonald's, but it's
I was
McDonald's.
say,
Okay, I literally said
I
And
was say, hold on.
it's McDonald's. And the
What's it
whole
called?
show
What's
is
it
about him being like, hey, I don't feel like going back to my other world, so instead I'm gonna get a part-time job at McDonald's, and I'm gonna work my way up the corporate ladder so I can rule over the world by becoming the CEO of McDonald's.
McDonald's.
And it's just so good. There's so many goofs and gaffs and mischief. It's just so much fun. And it's sad that we only got to see like one cool fight scene where he turns into like full on devil form because everybody got upset because you find out that like his power comes from people being miserable.
Oh,
How
He
is
is a demon lord.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. How was the look of the demon?
I will show. I got this one. Right
Devil
here.
Lord?
I was say overly buff, I think.
Yeah, well, there's this. He's got devil horns.
We talking what's it called? We talking Powerpuff Girls devil? Oh. Never
No.
mind.
I need a. Oh, this is a good picture of him.
So,
yeah,
yeah,
he-
picture of him like mid punch.
He's buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ripped. But the best part is that like I think by the end of this fight, he just like was naked. Because I mean,
He-
right there, he's only wearing his boxers. So the show is kind of like a parody of the whole like, okay, the hero saves the world, because in the show, he ends up going to Japan. The hero of that world ends up going to Japan. Her like people who try to help her save the world go there, and the hero is like always like up his ass, being like, okay, you're up to something, aren't you? And he's like, nah, man, I'm just trying to work at McDonald's. And like as the show goes on, like the hero's like going through shit. She's like, what am I supposed to do? He's literally not doing anything. And like I'm the bad guy now. So the roles
Oh,
get reversed because she's the one who's like been more of a menace to society than he has.
a real turntable
She
situation.
did pull a knife on him.
Yeah,
Like
in public.
you see, he was walking down the street at night, and she almost like shanked him.
Again, more of a public nuisance. And like as the show goes on, her party member also, so he gets reincarnated with one of his underlings. I forget what his name was. But then later on, Lucifer comes in, and we all love Lucifer because he just becomes a fucking gamer addict. He just becomes addicted to the computer and just like buys random shit off the internet. Because why not?
Was he a hacker too? I forget.
That too, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Also, he was like a double agent or whatever for the church. Like, hey, Lucifer, you can get your grace back. And he's like, haha, about that. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's great. We love it.
Fuck
The-
Grace.
And as far as like anything they had planned, I mean, there's a whole light novel series, and the creator said like, yeah, I would do a season 2 of the anime, but that's not really my decision. It's anime is a business, so there has to be like a studio that wants to do it, and I just think there's like I think it did well enough at the time, but I don't think it was like well enough to get another season. I feel like it could now because like this is kind of like the time where a bunch of animes are just getting season 2s or like remakes. But I think it's been enough time. It's just not gonna get it. So
Hey Netflix, you hear that? You want to
honestly,
trash animes constantly and just like do a good one for once.
yeah, honestly, just please. It's not that hard. It's
What
not even. It's not that serious. It's fun. They get serious for a little bit. Just you can do it. I believe in you.
Where did it air? What did you say?
Well, I watched it on sites. It's on Netflix right now. But
Did we
I did not watch it while it was airing. I watched it after the fact.
Yeah.
But it was only airing for like how long did the anime go on for? It was April 4th, 2013 to June 27th, 2013. So it's only 13 episodes. But it's really good. And yeah. That's all I got. So I guess we got popcorn.
Oh, just yeah. I was gonna say, do you need last thoughts of your?
Last
go.
thoughts, I want another season, but it's never gonna happen. Sadly. Also, as an honorable mention, Infinite Stratus, please. Okay, Lenny, your turn.
Oh God! Oh, why did you do it like that? Oh God! I'm to do this now. One show I've been doing, which is a show I've watched, I think twice in total, like throughout like the entire season, and I just every like month I think about it and I miss it a lot.
I do too.
And the show is called Panting and Stalking with Garterbelt. Now hear me out.
What?
Panty and Stalking are angels that were sent down to Earth for misbehaving, I'll say.
Okay, yeah, I knew where that was headed, Lenny, too.
Yeah.
But
But in order for them to, get back their right to go back to heaven, this black priest named Garterbelt is helping them to achieve that enlightenment to go back up by slaying demons and evil spirits and whatnot. But Stockings is a sloth that likes to eat sweets, and Panty is how else would I say?
Nympho?
A what?
Nympho?
I guess I was gonna be like she sleeps with anything that walks.
Yeah,
Oh.
Nympho.
Yeah,
Sex fiend,
yeah.
the
She's
use.
that. But that's really like the summary of the characters and what they are.
You forgot what
Um,
the weapons are.
Fucking yeah, but like, is that not implied? Stockings weapons are stockings which turn to dual swords, and panties and panties. Panties is our underwear that turns into a gun.
Not
Oh.
implied at all. You're tripping, son. Why did you start with that? You had me at Nympho and then you ended with panty glocks. I'm
Panty
there.
Glock
Yeah, you know what? You
and
probably should have
stocking
started with that.
Dodgies, like what? It's there.
Hey,
I know. Why is this the first time I've heard that being regarded in that way? Oh my god, Eric, I love you. Glax.
Panty Glocks.
You know what?
Oh
That might be
my
a clip,
God,
Eric. You
That's
know.
a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Oh.
Wrong one.
that is definitely a clip.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh my god,
God.
bro.
Okay, so basically throughout like the entire series, whether it's them just making fun of each other, making some of the what people call very memeable moments, and just also parodying other things. It's basically something just to laugh at. This did air in Japan 2010 in
Damn.
January?
Everything got canceled around that time. Now that we're
No,
Yeah.
October 1st, 2010. That's when
This
it
is
aired.
weird.
And it only had one season. Actually, no, technically, I'm
It's
wrong.
like 24
Two.
episodes though. No, it's one.
Two
It's,
seasons. Because there's with Garter Belt and Penny Stocking and Sanitary Box.
oh.
So it did have 24 episodes, 2 seasons, but it ended on the worst possible cliffhanger. Stockings, the one with the purple hair,
Huh? I
kills.
was gonna say with the
Panty.
stocking.
She kills Panty,
Oh.
and turns out she's actually a demon.
Actually, do you want me to send the clip?
Yes.
Yeah, send the clip because it was just like what, and it kind of just left people like flabbergasted.
I can
And
understand why.
I guess I can say what happened to the series then, as well, the making of, as to say. So after
Wow.
you know
What?
the ending, after the ending, the original writer died. I forgot how he died, but he died, and after a while, I forgot what the company's called. Gainax?
Gynax.
Gainax, my bad. Gainax like ended their support with it. And then after like I think like a year, someone stood up to the mantle and said that they'll try to restart the show, make the plot for it, and try to like, solve this loose end of an ending.
The worst part is like this is like an anime only thing. It's not like it has a manga or anything to go with it.
Yeah.
So we can't just read it and know what
Yeah.
happens.
Exactly. It's a straight cliffhanger, and no one knows what's going to happen. And while this guy was writing it, he was arrested. I'm not going to say why for reasons, but yeah. After that, people been speculating for the years that it has not like gotten an answer, like what could happen, what would have happened, and what is to come. To the point where it's just like they look at other Gainax series and be like, these could be since these were crossovers, this could be in the same universe, or this could be one of the endings. Because the original, like, jotted down, like, ending for it was that Panties pieces were put back together to fight Stocking so that two other characters, which are called Knee Socks and Scanty, would go and defeat, I believe, the Demon Lord. Or at least in some form of way, stop demon corruption within the world. That is the very summarized ending that was going to be it, but we never got, anything. We never got any answers from it. So there's like a whole fandom preaching to this because the show itself is like something just to laugh at. It's not anything
Too
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's even like whole episodes where it's just like, oh,
It has good music,
stockings.
though.
It has really good music. There's episodes where like stockings on a diet because he eats so many sweets. I believe they lost both of their weapons and they like had to find in like some weird storage house. Even like Halloween episodes are like really weird. But yeah, I really like this show. It's never gonna have a another season.
Facts.
And
Can we get a rip?
rip the homie.
Rippy dippy.
Some of y'all have a chance. I don't.
I don't either, man.
I don't
Sorry.
think I did either, so I don't know what you're
I
talking
think it's just
about.
me, man.
For real.
Dan.
I
Uh-huh.
don't know. Dan, is that Spider-Man show still on? That they where he's like 15,
Yeah.
not including the movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's the new one after. No, it's the new one after. Oh, I get it. Okay, it's the new one after they rebooted the Ultimate,
Again. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. which has
Oh.
every Spider-Man and they coexist, but like it's so weird. The way they did it.
I've never seen it.
Yes, yeah. Gwen is there. She's also so there's basically like 3 or 4
mean-
spider people protecting New York, and it's weird. Oh wait, Lenny, do you have something to say?
I was gonna say I have an honorable mention, which would have been it if I didn't realize how much I love Panty Stocking. It would have been Teen Titans.
Yeah.
God, that's
Yes.
a good one too. To be fair, we already know what it would have been. It would have just been Judas contract, but because it never got to that officially. So
Yeah,
I got one too.
Still, go ahead.
want it.
go for it.
Do it.
Justice League.
Unlimited?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that was
Yeah.
canceled.
Dude, it got canceled so hard.
Oh no, wait, was that before or after Unlimited? 'Cause I forget.
So it was Justice League and then it was Justice League Unlimited. Like they both had 2-season runs, but
One was a revamp, I assume.
no, well, Justice League Unlimited was just a continuation. Like
was
it had no, it was a continuation. It had more Justice Leaguers
So why wasn't it called the same thing?
because it was unlimited.
I can't argue with that logic, Eric.
There you go.
Completely got you. Any more honorable mentions? I said Infinite Stratus earlier. I'll say that again. I love that show.
Fuck, I don't have it. I was trying to think.
Oh,
That too.
Futurama.
Oh, honorable mention freezing.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Lenny. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Honorable mention, Berserk, because we don't count the 3D animated one.
Oh,
Futurama, I guess.
Bleach,
Oh,
but it's coming back, so I can't really count it.
Hold on. Batman Beyond.
Yeah, okay, I Batman Beyond.
Uh,
American Dragon, Jake Long.
Naruto, because Boruto doesn't exist.
I can't say Madoka
Oh.
Magica because
No, that ended.
yeah,
Similar to Flapjack, Chowder. 'Cause it didn't fit Cartoon
Uh-uh.
Network's- It didn't fit. Yeah, I mean, they rushed the ending. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you've seen the ending. or
Still
not.
ended.
Nope.
Chowder?
Yeah,
technically, and
they.
but
I'll
where
tell
you're
you
coming
exactly the reason why they rushed it. They had to rush it because at
I
the
mean-
very end, like maybe like 10 minutes right before the season finale, like Chowder grows up, like in like an instant, like maybe like a title card passes and he grows up, and he's married to what's her face.
I'm not
Panini.
your boyfriend. Panini,
And-
yeah.
yeah, and so he's voiced by the creator.
Who?
Panini.
The little bunny.
Hey Panini. Why you mean? Sorry. I had a little Nas X concert yesterday.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, it ended. I wouldn't say it ended properly. It was just it just kind of had to end. Yeah.
Crypto the Superdog.
Yes,
That
that was my shit.
was mine.
Yeah.
So speaking of endings, we should probably end this episode because we're gonna get
Yes.
into this whole rambly session. But
Yes.
especially me and Antonio in here.
We're
We'll
not
go for
canceled.
it.
Yeah.
but we are
But
ending.
now
the
Mayo
episode.
Cheeky. I didn't want to watch that again. Okay. go back.
That's fine. All right. So thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast. If you want to switch it up for whatever you are listening to, If you want to switch it up, you can check us out on the iTunes app or the podcast app, on Spotify, Stitcher, Google, and YouTube very, very soon, because I'm editing the more recent stuff, so that should be up a lot sooner. If you want to follow us on social media, you can at NerdsBeLikePod on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. There you can DM us questions, comments, anything you want to let us know. Eric will most likely be the one responding you.
Yeah.
If you don't want to message us there and you want to do more on the email side, we also have that. We're at nerdsbelikepod@gmail.com. There you could do the same thing. You could also suggest a future topic you want us to cover. Oh yeah, you can also review us if you would like on the podcast app. I think it's just iTunes. I don't think there's any other review section. And if you do review us, we will read that review out on the podcast. So just, I guess, rate us whatever you think we deserve, and we
Rated
appreciate it.
5 stars by Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
Have we gotten any reviews or no?
yeah. We've
Nothing
had
written.
2-5, nothing written. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I appreciate that for those people.
Yeah.
Who thank you very much. Shout out, even though I can't, I don't even know if I can see that. I don't think it's like, I think it's just anonymous if it's just the stars. Eric, you want to do the merch?
Oh yeah, right. Can I get into character first?
I'm afraid, but yeah, go ahead.
All right, ready? Give me a second.
Just
All right, you mother bitches.
okay. It's
Every
almost
week, I tell you, we have shirts, we have hoodies, we have tapestry, we have mugs, we have phone
Tapestry.
cases, we have Jack Shut Up. We don't have hats yet, but we're working on that. Don't worry, it's coming.
how are you doing this impression? This is really good.
We have pullover hoodies, we have zip up hoodies, we have, let's see this. Look, I got my I forgot what it's called. What does he usually wear? My muscle shirt on. Nerds be like, these mother bitches. We will forever be grateful, and they're really good. Jack uses his cup every day. Every time I go work out, I show my legs off. I show my body off. I'm wearing this stuff. And they ask me, oh, where you get that from? I got it from Nerds Be Like. Link in bio. Check it out.
Well, you even got this calm voice too. Wow. That was really
You
good.
make a voice actor someday? Is this your audition?
I could be, but I'm not.
Yo,
Go buy it.
yo, forget the kitchen, honestly. Jesus Christ.
Buy it.
Can't wait to hear that back. I'm actually wearing my hoodie right now, though, so thank you for that, Brandon. I just bought it. You want to see it? Hold on, let me.
I was gonna say, you can take a picture of it and you can put it on the Instagram.
Yeah, I do. It looks good.
Hell yeah.
Nah, I mean, I got a shirt under this. So go buy that stuff. It's
Yeah, I'll-
quality. Believe me.
So we have links and resources for the Black Lives Matter movement. There you'll find the link for donations and other resources that you may need for that as well. We also have coronavirus donations. There's 4 of them there. So yeah, if you guys want to donate to that as well, it's available there. But yeah, like I said, that's it for this episode. We'll catch you guys next week for something new. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.